Welcome back, guys. I'm Balin.
And I'm still Theo.
And today we're reacting to Pineapple Slice recording behind.
Very cool.
Of BAEKHYUN.
And behind, they mean behind the scenes.
Yes.
I don't know why they wrote recording behind.
They love writing just recording behind.
I don't know. It's like a thing within K-pop.
It's a thing.
It's behind the scenes. You can also write BTS, but that's gonna really confuse people. Imagine that, Pineapple Slice recording BTS.
Oh.
People, you're gonna get some ARMY fans though checking it out. I'm just saying.
That always happens actually.
Yeah.
When the people write BTS, they're like, "Where is BTS? I don't see." It's just behind the scenes random person. It's so silly. But BAEKHYUN right here. We love Pineapple Slice.
It was a great song.
Such a good song. But now let's check out the recording behind the scenes.
Yes, and it's also perfect because I am a music producer and I also love mixing and mastering music and recording music. So I have a lot of reasonably intricate knowledge about how this whole process works. So of course I'm going to do my best trying to explain exactly what happens in the studio when BAEKHYUN records one of his many hit singles. So let's do it. But before we begin, make sure to like the video if you enjoy our content and subscribe to the channel if you want to see more of us. And lastly, we already have so much EXO content over on Patreon. It's insane. We got concert performances and dear God, they are obviously the vocal kings for a reason. Seriously, amazing live concerts. We got album reaction and reviews, live performances, dance performances, funny moments, and so much more. EXO content is also available over on Patreon, and there's new EXO content coming out over on Patreon literally every single week. So if you want to support the channel and also check out all of that content, then make sure to head on over to Patreon. Nonetheless, everyone, let's do it.
1, 2, 3, let's go. What a bop, man, this song.
First of all, here you can see this is Pro Tools, which is essentially the industry standard digital audio workstation for recording, mixing, and mastering music. Usually the music production itself, that means the instrumental, is in many cases recorded and created within other digital audio workstations, but for the most part, within studios, the actual song, like the vocal, is recorded within Pro Tools. So that is the program that you're seeing here. And apart from that, you can also see up here that they already knew exactly what the song was going to be called and everything. Like, it's like any other file. Let's say you have like a Word file or something, you got to name it. And apart from that, you can also see we have the tempo, everything else of the song over here. That's obviously very important. And you can down here see just how many different iterations of the vocal there is. Every single one of these little square boxes is its own either vocal recording or a vocal that's been cut up in one way or another. That's either because every single one of those is like a different vocal take that has essentially been glued together to create the final vocal. That is, of course, mega common within music. You know, like you record one thing and then you record the next one and the next one and the next one, or maybe you just mix together different vocal takes to get like the perfect take, or it might just be because they wanted to do little adjustments to individual parts. It could also be that, yes. 안녕.
He's wearing glasses. Wow.
안녕하세요.
너무 좋다. 네, 넘어갈게요.
페어리체 할 때 마지막에 비브라토 넣을까요, 말까요?
넣으면 좋을 것 같긴 한데.
이 정도?
Nice.
Other things that I can say real quick is, as you can see, these types of earphones that he's wearing, it's not the same brand as this. This is Beyerdynamics, I believe, and that is obviously Sony. But these types of earphones, they essentially make sure that none of the actual audio from the music that he's listening to leaks out of the earphones.
Yeah, exactly.
The only downside to that is when you wear them, you can't barely hear what anyone else is saying. So like for me, sometimes it can be almost like hard even to talk with you, because it's like so sound isolating. But you need these types of earphones if you want to record music totally professionally.
Yeah.
숨이 섞였으면 좋겠죠.
I just had a little boy in a fairy tale. 더 해볼까요?
더 해보고.
네.
I just had a little boy in a fairy tale.
한 번 다시 올게요.
I just had a little boy in a fairy tale.
나이스 모니터.
I just had a little boy in a fairy tale.
넘어가요.
네.
선명한 색을 벌써 라법게 이대로 내게 보내는 척대
Driving you insane.
It is important though to remember that even though this video is 8 minutes long, it took a lot longer than 8 minutes to record this. It's likely that BAEKHYUN, just for like one single, let's say 10-second slice of the song, spent a solid 25 to 30 minutes just recording that. That can be reasonably common. Yes, if you're like really perfectionist, but other people also like to just punch it in. You know, just do it like a couple of times and then that's it. For example, Prince. I think Prince, he was really famous for just doing it like once or twice and that was it.
Wow.
Yeah, he was like, I don't care if it doesn't sound perfect. It's just like that's the vibe I was going for. Deal with it. So some people also like that.
I respect that.
그렇지.
야, 황홀하게 또를 완전 진짜 위스퍼처럼 하고 싶어요.
진짜?
황홀하게 떠서 느끼
이렇게 하고 싶은데
황홀하게 떠서 느끼 선명한 색을 벌써 라법게 이대로 내게 보내는 척대 황홀하게 떠서 느끼 I'm driving you insane.
전 나쁘지 않은데요.
나의 모든 걸 준 다음에 온몸에 퍼져간 나의 모든 걸 준 다음에 넌 벗어날 수 없게 돼 온몸에 퍼져간 나의
Another thing here is the audio that we're hearing cannot be from within the vocal booth. That ought to be from
like
where
mixture.
the recording engineer is.
Yeah.
Because if the audio was obviously playing like this, like the music as we're hearing here, that would leak into the microphone and the recording would be useless. So
Yeah, this
yes.
is not how he's hearing
No,
it.
if you're just standing in BAEKHYUN's room, it's not going to sound like
It's
this.
not gonna sound like, you can only hear his voice.
Yes,
and that's
that's it.
Yeah.
Check out all the acoustic foam behind him as well.
True.
We actually have a bunch of the same foam you see here. Behind the camera, there's like a bunch of acoustic foam, and there's also acoustic foam over on this wall as well, which I usually use also for recording music. But apart from that, it also just makes the sound of the room itself a lot less noticeable, so you can focus more on just the pure vocals.
Exactly.
Like the microphone doesn't grab so much other stuff.
You need
and
that.
yes, in a studio, it's very important that the room needs to be as neutral as possible and not take up too much of the recording signal.
Exactly.
넌 벗어날 수 나 하나를 선택해 나 말고 시시해 달콤한 내 빠져 넌 go crazy Yeah stay calling me extra sweet calling me extra sweet 떡하니
이거 너무 좋다.
네.
This part possess me
이거가 다 좋다. 들어볼게요.
possess me This part possess me
그 마지막 녹음했던 거 디스 전에 가 있거든요.
어디서는?
네, 그 살려주세요.
들어볼게요. 좋아요.
네.
Yeah, I like that. It actually added some emotion to it. It's cool. It's a cool little ad lib.
You're right.
어때요?
미가 조금 짤뚱한 것 같아요.
맨 마지막?
네.
나는 사실 멋은 있는데.
그래요? Take all of me, all of me, all of me.
Take a bite of all of me,
All of me.
Take a bite of all of me, all of me. Take a bite of all of me.
Here you can see all the different takes.
And this is nothing, it's way more.
I'ma be made up, she's 솔직히 come and fall in love with me.
조금 더 나른하게 해볼까요?
좀 네, 액센트 뺄게요.
I'ma be made up, she's 솔직히 come and fall in love with me.
Ooh.
I like the swagger here.
Yeah,
It's definitely better.
괜찮네.
definitely.
Yeah, sometimes like trying to sound as neutral, as well articulated as possible is not to the benefit of the art. It isn't. Like, a lot of the time, you can act more, like, sound more accented or more sort of vibey, what have you. Because at the end of the day, emotion, like, music is emotion.
Exactly.
So you can just kind of, like, do whatever works.
Exactly.
Like, there shouldn't really be any, like, that strict rules.
내 방식대로 매번 다운 순간 알아챘던 직관적인 느낌 내 방식대로 매번
The acoustic foam is so thick. Look at how much acoustic foam is everywhere.
날 믿기 전 모든
그렇지.
날 믿기 전 모든 기억은 희미해
아, 다시 할게요.
I love how he's playing with his pen
Yeah.
while doing a lot of it.
기억은 희미해 달콤함에 취해는 go crazy
아, 뒤에 좋다.
기억은
I like that.
Those high notes, man.
달콤함에 취해는 go crazy
멋있는데?
다시 또 눈이 마주쳤을 때 나 말고 모두 잊혀 나 말고 나 지워 네 맘속 네 맘속 네 맘속
Nice.
never taste the same
틀어놓고 연습 한 번만. 네.
너는 남은 건 never taste the same It's just a different thing
하면 되겠다.
It is good.
It's the same. It's just a different thing,
Oh yeah, check out. You could also hear the click track here. You heard that?
Yeah. Oh yeah, I've been hearing that all the time. They like.
Essentially,
I don't know why he has it.
Yeah.
I never heard that in any other recording.
No, that's actually funny. I don't know why I hadn't realized it until now, actually, that there was a click
I
track.
did.
No, I
Yeah,
didn't realize.
Ding, ding, yeah.
Essentially, what that does is that it's just like signifying that the bar 4's over. Music in general, most pop music you're going to hear, I want to say 99% of all pop music you're going to hear, not music in general, but pop music is in, and rock music, and all of these types of like very contemporary genres nowadays, is in 4 bars in general. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4.
True.
And here they're also signifying that with that meter.
True.
Like 1,
okay,
2,
okay.
3, 4. 1, 2,
That's what
3,
it is.
4. Yes, it's to keep
So
the rhythm and make
keep the rhythm.
make it clear that the next bar is coming.
Okay, okay.
That's essentially it.
Okay.
뭐, 한 2번 더 해볼까요? 좋아요.
It's just a different thing,
10초 쉬었다가. 한 번.
I think it's also because actually BAEKHYUN himself is using it.
Yeah, exactly.
You get me? To
Yeah.
also keep the rhythm as well.
Yeah, I think it's that.
Yeah,
he
more than
likes
anything. Right. Because in some parts, let's say that there are no percussion instruments, and instead it's just like a pad playing. Keeping in rhythm might be a little bit hard because there's nothing really holding the rhythm together.
True.
So having that do, even though it's obviously not going to be in the actual song, it's just something you turn on within Pro Tools, the
Yeah.
program. It can help you just like, you know, stay in rhythm.
Of course.
Right.
Think
맞아.
Let's go, man. Come on, let's finish this. We believe in you.
But he has sound perfect the other times too.
볼게요.
He doesn't need more.
They should use the other recordings as like a little bit of harmony vocal on it, or as a backing vocal.
It's insane.
네.
It's good.
I think that's what they're actually doing. You hear it's to do a
Ad-lib.
harmony. Oh, yeah, those are ad-libs now.
오케이. 네, 아웃ro 더빙 먼저 할게요. 소프트하게. 네.
It's my favorite part of the whole song. It's perfect. Filler noise.
Oh yeah.
나이스 모니터.
Definitely has some Michael Jackson
Oh yeah.
influences.
Yeah,
This
yeah,
song
yeah,
here
yeah.
for sure.
Woo.
He should do like a Michael Jackson scream.
Oh.
아우트로 때 허우 한 번만 더 넣는 건 어때요? 그 허우 하고 아우를 한 번 뒤를 넣어.
Ow.
허우
한 번 더 하게 다른 거.
아우 이거. 아우 이거 한 번 더 넣고 싶어서 여기. 아우트로 때 어쨌든 춤춰야 되는데 약간 좀 이런 추임새가 좀 있으면 멋있을 것 같아요.
It's interesting to see that BAEKHYUN here seems to have significantly more autonomy when
Yeah.
it comes to what he's actually recording in comparison to a lot of other vocal recordings
That's funny
that we've
because
seen.
this is not in SM at all. And yeah, you can see that he has more autonomy.
But we didn't see any recording behind the scenes.
No, I was
for
thinking more of
Bambi.
the cream soda
So
one. The
I'm
cream
thinking
soda.
within EXO,
Yeah.
because everybody already has their parts and it's more of a cohesive project between a lot of different members. And it allows for less autonomy because you need to keep a vision. So the individual members can't come with too many different
Yeah,
ideas and what have
exactly.
you. While maybe with Bambi, he could also have a lot of autonomy,
In
but I
SM.
just don't know. Yeah, under
Yeah,
SM.
we have not seen
We just didn't
any-
see it, so I can't comment
Exactly,
on it.
we
But in this
haven't
case, he
seen any
definitely has a
recording.
lot of autonomy,
He
for sure,
does.
which is very cool.
I like that.
Definitely.
어때 괜찮아?
좋아요.
오케이.
It's good.
Because it's not to be mean.
not-
I just want to say, it's not to be mean that certain like artists don't have that much artistic freedom within a certain song. It's just if you're in a group with more than
yeah.
5, 6, 7, 8 members, you just can't
It's
go
too
off and do
messy.
too much of your own stuff. Because if everyone is doing that, then one person want to do an R&B voice, another person want
That
to do another
cannot
thing.
be.
It's gonna end up sounding like the person listening is gonna be like, what's
Actually,
going
a
on?
lot of time that breaks groups. That's what broke most groups in the 80s, 90s.
Yeah, I heard
That-
One Direction. There was also a bunch of issues with that.
Oh yeah,
within
but
it.
I was thinking more of Queen, a bunch of things that just
Yeah.
they
The vision
just
was
couldn't
different between
deal
the
with
group.
it. They're like,
Yeah,
no man, I want to do
between
it
the
this way,
members.
and not this way. Yeah, BAEKHYUN here is alone.
Uh-huh. Sure, if you're the artist, then I mean,
어때 괜찮아?
It's you and the producer.
yeah, exactly.
And other people. That's it.
고맙습니다.
네, 고맙습니다.
It was awesome.
체력 없어.
Fighting.
Did he do it all in one day?
맞아. 맞아. 오케이 너무 좋아.
I love these glasses.
I like them. So vintage.
They're so cute.
I need those, man. Those glasses are actually so cool. I need
They're
those glasses.
so cool.
Oh my God, I
Tell
need
us
those
where
glasses.
are they from? Tell us.
They were
Okay.
really cool.
Those are so cool. Those are actually to see, or he just.
I don't know. I'm getting them no matter what.
Yeah, those are so cool.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Nonetheless, really interesting to check
Really
out.
cool,
We
yeah.
got to see quite literally some behind the scenes here information.
And with a new company and everything.
Yes.
Everything new and alone and with a bop of a song.
Is the album really called Hello World?
I guess.
I suppose so.
Is it called? I think it's called.
That's a
Hello.
funny, because he's now doing a new thing. He's with a new company. He wants to like maybe show a new side of himself,
Yeah.
what have you. So it's also called Hello World. Like here I am. Hello.
Yeah.
That's actually
We
interesting.
need to check this album.
Yeah, we do.
I need to check BAEKHYUN's album. We need to do it. And
Amen
we
to
will
that.
probably do it on Patreon for sure.
Definitely. Nonetheless, everyone, thank you so much for watching the video. Like the video if you enjoy our content. Subscribe to the channel if you want to see more of us. And lastly, make sure to head on over to Patreon and check out all our EXO content over there. There's new EXO content coming out over on Patreon literally every single week. So make sure to head on over to Patreon if you want to check that out. Nonetheless, see you in the next one.
Bye bye guys. Take care.
Bye everyone. Annyeong. Take care.